Good morning, children. This is Saibal speaking. Children, this is the first day, first class of mathematics after the autumn break. We were dealing with the chapter mensuration or perimeter in area. So far, we have discussed about a lot of things of various shapes and two-dimensional, three-dimensional shapes of its area, their perimeter and all. So here in this video, we are going to have a discussion on some very important questions which I've chosen to solve. That is question number 14 from uh, the chapter perimeter in an area. So the chapter 14 is about a circular flower garden has an area of 314 meters square. A sprinkler at the center of the garden can cover an area has a radius of 12 meter. Will the sprinkler water the entire garden? We have to consider the value of pi as 3.14. Children, as I always say that it's really very important to understand the question. Until and unless you are not clear with the question, you cannot solve the question, you cannot solve the sums or problems clearly, right? There is one circular flower garden, right? And this is the center of the garden. One sprinkler has been placed over here at the center of the garden, and the radius of that, or the area of this flower garden is 314 meters square, which is mentioned in the question. It is 314 meters square. Now the question is that the sprinkler can water the garden of radius 12 meter, means how much water can be splashed by the sprinkler that reaches up to 12 meter of radius. Question is that can this sprinkler cover the entire garden? Can this sprinkler water the entire garden? That is only the question is all about. So children, it's very pretty understandable that if we can find out the area covered by the sprinkler, how much water, how much area can be watered by the sprinkler, if we can calculate, if it is more than 314 meters square, so we can say that yes, it can cover the garden, or the flower garden. If it is lesser, if the area is lesser than 314 meters square, so of course the entire garden cannot be watered. If it is more than 314 meters square, it can, we can say yes, it can water the entire garden. So our very first job is to calculate the area of the garden can be watered by the sprinkler. We know that the area of circle is pi r square. Okay, the value of pi is 3.14. R means 12 into 12. Now question comes in your mind, from where did you get this 12? 12 is the radius, 12 meter is the radius of the sprinkler can cover the garden. Okay, so from there I picked up 12 meter. So just by simply removing this point, we are getting 100. So I'm here getting 314 into 12 is 144 divided by 100. Now I'm just multiplying 314 with 314 314 with 144. Let's see how much comes. 4 4s are 16, 6 1 be carried, 4 1s are 4 plus 1 5, 4 3s are 12. Next, again it will be giving 1 2 5 6. Then simply by multiplying, I just need to clear a space a bit because not getting sufficient space to multiply. Then again with 1, 300 and 3 3 1 4. So now just by adding this, let's see how much comes. 6, 45216. It comes 45216. Divide it by 100. So naturally it would be how much? 452.16 meters square of area can be covered by the sprinkler. So now children, here is a very important part which we really need to understand. The entire area of the garden is 314 meters square, and the sprinkler can water the garden up to 452.16 meters square. So it's quite understandable that the water is covering the garden as well as it's reaching even out of the garden, even outer side of the garden, because the entire area of the garden is 314 meters square, and the sprinkler is covering the area of 452.16 meters square. It means what? It's very simple, that the garden, the sprinkler can reach, can water the garden even outside the garden, even outer side of the garden. So answer is yes, it reaches up to, it can cover the garden entirely. This is what this question is all about. You'll find a lot of similar kind of questions in RS Agarwal, as well as the maths Olympiad standard questions, where such kind of question comes in the exam every year. So what I really want, I want you to draw the diagram. I want you to practice this kind of question, and please do submit this question in the Google Classroom as well as in my personal WhatsApp. Till then, thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.